Hey y'all, it's your girl Drea. So, for those that don't know, well, you should know, we're in the month of October, right? October is widely known for breast cancer awareness, but it is also domestic violence awareness. For those of you who are new to my lovely vlog, whatever you want to call it, those who are new to me, um, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Andréa LaReine, aka Drea, and I am a domestic violence survivor 2 times. So recently, I've been, y'all know I go on Netflix binge, right? And my sister suggested a movie called Maid. I'm like, okay, it's about a maid, whatever, girl who becomes a maid. As I watched this movie, and I don't know why I didn't read it, because I usually just read what this show was about before watching it. I learned that it is about a young woman who's in a domestic violence relationship, and she leaves her boyfriend, and she ends up becoming a maid because she needs to make money to take care of their, like, I think her daughter's like almost 2, maybe she is 2, just a little bit between 2 and 3 or something like that. Well, here's the catch. Her boyfriend is not physically violent towards her. She experienced what is known as emotional domestic violence. Emotional domestic violence is just as bad as physical domestic violence. So I had both. My first marriage included physical domestic violence, hitting, choking, whole bunch of stuff, punching. Wasn't pretty. Because we didn't know how to talk things out with words. So it turned into a violent situation. My second marriage was more of a emotional domestic violence situation. When a person, it could be the man or the woman, because don't get it twisted, men are victims too. Women are aggressors as well. We're just as emotional, if not more emotional than men. When the aggressor takes out their anger or their frustration on their significant other, it does not always result in a physical attack. It can result in a verbal attack. It can result in constantly talking down to that person, like making them feel bad about themselves, controlling them, manipulating them. It can go into where they are physical, but they never put their hands on that person. So, like punching walls or throwing things directly towards their partner, to invoke. You know, I can't use big words. Fear, like a fear tactic, a scare tactic. So in this movie, that's what was going on. And it triggered me. And I didn't realize that I was still triggered by stuff like that. But it was hard. I made it through the whole series. I'm gonna just put that out there. So it was a very good series. Some people didn't get it, but I also learned that some people probably didn't understand her plot because they never been in that situation. But overarching, my message today is to say to anybody out there, man, woman, boy, girl, you matter. You matter. No matter what your spouse is, no matter what your significant other, whether it's your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you matter. You are worth more than gold. Do not let somebody else dictate your value. Do not let somebody else dictate your safety. If you are feeling unloved, if you are feeling unsafe, if you are feeling as if you're being manipulated, if you are feeling that you and your partner argue more than you love on each other, it is not for you. Understand that you can let go, you can walk away, and there will be something better and greater that comes, but you must love you first before you can love anybody else. It is the hardest lesson to learn, especially for a person who is already experiencing domestic violence, because you feel like only this person can love me. If I leave, who's going to love me? Nobody's going to love me because I'm not worth it. You're worth it. Do you understand me? Say it. You are worth it. So that's all I have for you today. You matter. Make sure you put you first before anybody else. You have to love you before you can love somebody else. And I'm going to keep saying you over and over again because I want you to understand that that's really the truth. And understand that you're not going to heal initially. It may take months, it may take years. You might never go back to being 100% of what you were prior to that domestic violence situation, but You'll get to a point where you can start recognizing your triggers. You can start understanding, okay, hey, no, this ain't gonna work. I need to go ahead and slide left. Or you can start being able to be confident enough to say, hey, let's pause for a second. We need to talk about this because this is what we're not gonna do. You will see those red flags and you'll speak on them. So there are helplines that are out there to help you. There are a lot of anonymous phone lines you can call into where you can seek help, seek counseling, reach out to a therapist, reach out to a counselor, talk to somebody, talk to a pastor, somebody. Make sure you let somebody know what's going on. There are a lot of resources. I'm gonna try to share as many as I know off the top of my head, mainly national ones, but you can always DM me. I'll tell you additional ones that are specifically like for Howard County or ones that I've used. But you matter. If nobody else tells you, I'm telling you today, you matter. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Let me go do some work now and that's about it. All right, I'll holla.